Hello and welcome, everyone. Thank you for staying up with us tonight. I'm Adam Cellini. Topping our news tonight, the city of Sarasota planning for a future nearly a century down the road, recently finishing up a final draft of its climate adaptation plan. ABC7's Erica Jackson shares what areas that plan says are most at risk and how the city expects to adapt in the future.
Sarasota is preparing for drastic environmental changes in the city. According to NOAA, best case scenario could be a 1-foot sea level rise by the year 2050. But in the most extreme case, sea levels could rise as much as 10 feet in the next 80 years.
The water will rise sometimes and will go down.
Middle schooler Anna Siegert is teaching her younger sister Kat about climate change. She's learning about it in school and believes the Suncoast will be in great danger if her and her peers don't take action.
It's important because if we don't stop it soon or now, it'll get much worse by the years.
It's not going to be as easy as it sounds.
Environmentalist Andy Melee has noticed the sea level rise and hotter temperatures since he came down to Sarasota 40 years ago. But as the climate changes, he worries the community is not.
Oddly enough, the urgency comes out of a bunch of numbers and data streams, not so much from personal observations.
That's why the city of Sarasota is pulling numbers together in a climate adaptation plan. The document indicates there will be a major threat of storm surge, extreme precipitation, and extreme heat by the year 2050. And Melee says that will have a major impact on areas like Lido Key, Marina Jack, and the 10th Street boat ramp.
The city's going to rejigger its sewers, rejigger its drinking water supply, rejigger its transportation routes. It's going to be expecting sea level to be up on the streets.
And while the city recognizes adapting to climate change will require substantial cost in some areas, the 94-page plan did not mention a budget or schedule, which concerns Melee.
Without a budget and without a prioritized timeline, there is very little incentive for any concrete action to occur.
The city is also trying to become greener by committing to 100% renewable energy by the year 2045 and by adding a living seawall along the shoreline at Bayfront Park. Reporting in Sarasota, Erica Jackson, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
All right, thank you very much, Erica. Now on to a developing story out of Manatee County tonight, where the search for a missing boater continues. The United States Coast Guard Auxiliary Team now joining the Southeast Coast Guard and other emergency responders in their search for 64-year-old Fraser Horn. The Cortez Village native was reported missing by his wife when he didn't return home on Friday night. The Coast Guard able to locate his boat by helicopter Saturday morning. His dog was found alive by a Good Samaritan, but still no sign of that missing man. Rescuers say they will continue to search through the night and remain hopeful. And as a reminder, you can get up to the minute updates on that developing story and other local breaking news on our smartphone app. You can find that new app by searching for My Suncoast. If you're an Apple user and have the old version of the app, you will need to re-download it, as it will go away at the end of the month. And hopefully what won't go away, weather like we had today. Let's head over to Wendy Ross for a check on that first alert weather forecast. Wendy?
Well, it continues to look awfully good out there. We have fair skies right now. Temperatures are in the low 60s if you're in Sarasota and Bradenton, but in Venice, it's 73 degrees right now, and at the airport, it's 61 degrees. And we also have dew points at 60, and that's still helping things feel very comfortable outside, 97% humidity. The winds are calm for now, but we are going to start to see some changes, especially during the overnight time period. We could be seeing the opportunity for some cloudy weather to start to come on in advance of a cold front, but you'll notice that we keep those rain chances low during the early morning period, but everything is about to change as that cold front comes through. So for the overnight time periods, we're expecting to see our temperatures down into the mid-60s, and then we're going to start to see them rising right back up into the upper 70s once again. But a cold front is on the way here, and we'll let you know what it's going to do to our forecast for tomorrow. That's all coming up in just a minute. Adam?
All right, thank you very much, Wendy. Well, Florida may have to pay millions to treat as many as 20,000 of its inmates. That's after a federal judge ruled state prison officials failed to properly care for felons infected with the hepatitis C virus. A U.S. District Court judge on Friday ordered the Florida Department of Corrections to treat inmates who test positive for the viral infection with a special type of drug. That ruling finding that the state's prison systems had failed to properly treat inmates due to a lack of funding. A department spokeswoman says the state has not yet decided whether to appeal that decision. Well, every year the Bradenton Police Department looks to give back with their annual toy drive, and this year's drive is expected to be extra special. Over the past couple of years, officers have seen an uptick in children placed in foster care due to the ongoing opioid epidemic. It has gotten so bad that there is currently a waiting list to be placed in one of those homes. That's why officers have decided that this year they're giving the toys to the children impacted the most.
A lot of people have brought single items. We've had a couple people have brought a carload full. So again, you know, we're running this for the next 2 weeks. We're just asking the community just to unwrap toys, all ages, you know, infant through, you know, teens, because again, our age range is infant through teen that are in the foster care system.
If you want to donate, you can drop off those toys at the Bradenton Police Department. Their main station is located on 10th Street West. That toy drive will run through December 10th, and the kids will be presented with their toys on December 16th. And in addition to toys, hundreds of families were given a helping hand and food to fill up their dinner tables this Thanksgiving. ABC 7's Sammy Chido went to some of those giveaways on Saturday and shows us what the gesture means for so many families.
With less than a week until Turkey Day, some local organizations are giving out free Thanksgiving dinners. Sarasota radio station BJM 5 had 50 hams, 150 turkeys, and plenty of sides, which didn't last long once their doors opened.
This community needs it. They need a helping hand, which we don't get a lot of.
I am a single mom, and I'm thankful for the things that they're doing for the community.
It's kind of rough for my mother and myself. You know, my mother's disabled, I'm disabled, and right now it's a very big help for us.
Hundreds lined up in Bradenton outside of Armin's Hearing Center to receive a free turkey.
Some people line up at like 4 in the morning. Every year we try to donate more and more. The first year last year we donated 500 turkeys. This year we're donating 700.
Well, thank you very much.
And across the bridge at the Boys and Girls Club in Palmetto, the Life Changers Church is providing a food drive for local families.
You have fruit, you have cereal, you have meats, you have vegetables, all kind of anything that you would purchase in the store is here for them to get what they need, take home, and cook a meal.
And items people couldn't find, they could buy from Publix, thanks to over $9,000 in gift cards donated by Mayor's Feed the Hungry.
We've served approximately over 300 families.
We are about caring. We care for our community. We care for our children. We care for everybody here, our elderly, and everybody.
Thank you very much. Y'all have a good Thanksgiving. Thank you.
Hundreds of families will now have Thanksgiving with ease, thanks to these organizations who are giving back. Reporting all around the Suncoast, I'm Sammy Chido, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
All right, thank you very much, Sammy. Well, the University Town Center is giving the Suncoast a holiday surprise you don't normally see here in Florida. It's an outdoor ice skating rink, and that is with real ice. The experience is part of UTC's Holidays on the Green Winter Village. Over the years, UTC has brought holiday spirit to the community with interactive Santa Flight Academy and the array of lights throughout the area, and this new addition is just their way of stepping things up.
Ice in Florida can be difficult, but we are working with FPNL to introduce some strong electrical and different kinds of chillers that can really maximize the opportunity to make ice in Florida. So it's a very technical process, but it's something that we're able to do as long as the temperature is 78 degrees or cooler. We'll actually even open up the flaps on the tent so you'll be able to even ice skate in the middle of the sunshine.
The village will be open through January 15th. It will also feature various holiday character meet and greets, and each Saturday there will be a holiday movie screening at 7 p.m. and a gigantic electric bill after this holiday season, I'm sure. Well, still to come here on ABC 7, the race for Florida's next Attorney General heats up. A look at the newest candidate to throw their hat into the ring. And it may not be Thanksgiving yet, but Universal Studios is already pulling out all the stops for a Harry Potter Christmas. We'll give you a look coming up.
For more than 100 years, American Humane Association has been teaching kids to be kind to animals. Those in our homes, on the farms, on the silver screen, and wildlife conservation caring for the world's vanishing creatures. But we can't do it alone. Visit kindness100.org to find ways to teach kids how they can make a more caring, compassionate, and humane world for all of us.
Are you currently on Medicare? In other words, do you carry the red, white, and blue Medicare card? If so, are you suffering from chronic back pain? If you answered yes, you may be eligible for a pain-relieving back brace covered by Medicare at little to no cost, shipped directly to your home for free. These medical-grade back braces are ideal for lower back pain, arthritis, spinal disorders, and other chronic back problems. Will you qualify for a medical-grade back brace?
Call Back Brace America at 1-800-683-9262.
Coast Guard, we are taking on water.
The United States Coast Guard. They secure our ports and waterways, protect our environment, keep drugs away from our kids, and save lives. It's dangerous work. And in times of triumph or tragedy, the Coast Guard Foundation answers the call to support Coast Guard members and their families. Learn more at coastguardfoundation.org.
What to expect when you're expecting a teenager.
Today we're talking about how to wake up your teen, and this works literally every time.
Good kisses. Good kisses. You heard how loud
I heard. It wasn't you. It was the...
Is that bacon?
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
This is your brain. This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
Yeah, I have questions.
Prescription drugs aren't as bad as street drugs, right?
Weed's legal, isn't it?
Drinking is worse than smoking weed.
Isn't it? Why
is heroin so addictive?
Molly just makes you feel happy.
I have questions.
Mom?
Dad, did you ever try drugs?
They're going to ask. Be ready. Go to drugfree.org. A message from Partnership for Drug-Free Kids.
Stay connected to your clients and new customers using ABC7 Digital Media Services. Our team of professionals provide a wide array of digital services to help you get the most out of your website. We specialize in building and help.
Enjoy some of the best Suncoast restaurants on me. Just go to mysuncoast.com/dining, sign up for the newsletter if you haven't already, and you can win a $50 gift card to a restaurant in our area. We'll pick a winner each week, so go on our website and...
Showing pressure to step aside, Ashley Corum explains it may already be too late.
I never did.
Alabama's Secretary of State says it doesn't matter if the state's Republican Senate candidate, Roy Moore, drops out of its special election. His name will still appear on December's ballot.
There's absolutely no way that the ballot can be changed. A candidate cannot be substituted for or removed from the ballot.
I was terrified.
Several women have come forward to accuse Moore of sexual abuse, unwanted kissing, groping, and harassment. Tina Johnson is one of them. She says Moore grabbed her inappropriately while visiting his law office with her mother back in 1991 when she was 28 years old.
The moment we walked in, it was full-on assault. I mean, he was very, very flirtatious. It was so uncomfortable. I knew something was up, but I just ignored it. Then I proceeded out, and he just grabbed me from behind on my buttocks, and he just squeezed it really hard.
Roy Moore has not responded to repeated requests for comment on Johnson's accusations, but he has vehemently denied the other women's allegations. Johnson explains why it has taken her so long to come forward.
People didn't want to hear it. Your own family members don't talk about that.
Saturday, a group of Alabama's faith leaders held a press conference to condemn Roy Moore over the recent allegations. While earlier in the week, leaders of various religious organizations held a press conference announcing their support of the candidate. Despite all the allegations against Moore, he doesn't plan to quit the race. I'm Ashley Corum reporting.
Hillsborough County Republican Ross Spano has announced plans to run for Attorney General. The decision making him the third member of the House of Representatives and fourth Republican seeking to replace Attorney General Pam Bondi next year. Spano, the chairman of the House Criminal Justice Subcommittee, was first elected to the House in 2012 He says his focus is on defending victims of inequality or injustice.
Both of the House members, they're my colleagues. I'm friends with them. If I felt like, however, the right person was in the race already, I wouldn't have filed to run. I do think I'm the best candidate, the best person for the job. Because of that,
Spano enters that contest against Representatives Jay Fant of Jacksonville and Frank White of Pensacola, former Hillsborough County Circuit Judge Ashley Moody, and Hillsborough County Attorney Ryan Torrance. Well, it's Christmas in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, a new feature that's been unveiled at Universal Studios. That attraction, opening to the public on Saturday, illuminates Hogwarts Castle with a brand new light projection show. It also features a decor change and brand new musical experiences. Christmas in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter will be available at Universal or in Orlando and Los Angeles. Wow, just double the dopamine.
It's just getting better and better, isn't it? So they're doing all these great things, all these people in, and they show up in droves.
They sure do.
Man, oh man, it's pretty great.
Because Harry Potter wasn't enough.
I tell you what, well, one of the big attractions that we did have right across our area for the last couple of days has been the weather. I mean, you have to admit, huge attraction. Yes. People are going outside, and it's very easy to be outdoors because look at these dew points. This is the reason why, is because you have the lower dew points, you have a great deal more comfort in the air. And so as a result of that, it's just been so fantastic to be outdoors. And we are looking at these same cooler, or lower, I should say, lower dew points, and that is what is creating the feels good temperatures that we've been getting over the past couple of days, that nice crisp fall feeling. And so right now temperatures are mostly in the 60s and even some 50s east of I-75, and you can see right here along Anna Maria and Longboat Key, that's where some of the warmest temperatures are right now, with 50s being seen for the most part east of I-75. But as you move farther down to the south, temperatures are just a little bit warmer at this point, mostly in the low to mid 60s for the time. And what we're looking at today is we had a high of 78 degrees, and that 78 degrees is exactly where we're supposed to be for this time of the year. 59 was the overnight low last night, and we are going to see a little bit warmer temperatures for tonight. So it's not going to be as cold because the winds are going to start to shift around. Right now they're very calm, but we're going to, in advance of a cold front that's coming through, start to see more of a south-southwesterly wind, and that will help to keep these temperatures up just a little bit more than they were last night. So 61 is the temperature reading right now at the airport. Dew point at 60 degrees, and our humidity at 97%, with those calm winds under fair skies for just about the entire state. We're just not looking at any problems developing at this point, and we're not going to be seeing any rain for the next several hours. But what we do have is a cold front that is now moving across the Tennessee Valley, and this frontal system is going to be on our back door right here across the area by about 3 to 5 o'clock tomorrow is when we're going to see it. So it's going to be coming on through. We're going to see the opportunity for rain as it moves on into our area. A 40% chance of rain is forecast, and then once the front moves on through, the breezes start up, and there's the possibility we could see small craft advisories that got posted as a result of stronger winds, and the cold front is going to move on in. And behind the front, we're going to see high pressure building, and so once this system moves past us, we're going to end up with a beautiful day on Monday. So Sunday is not going to be so great. We're going to see the cloudy weather, the opportunity for some showers developing, breezy conditions as well. Not cold temperatures for tomorrow. Readings are still expected to get up into the mid to upper 70s. And our future forecast, our future radar, just very quickly is going to show that this system comes on through, and it is going to bring rain for our area. Adam?
Thank you, Wendy. Stick around. We got sports coming up right next.
This is an important medical announcement. Xarelto and Pradaxa have been linked to uncontrollable bleeding and even death. If you've been prescribed one of these drugs and have experienced these dangerous side effects, you may be entitled to substantial compensation. Studies show that Pradaxa can cause more heart attacks than warfarin, and other countries have already issued safety warnings against this drug. Call now for a free assessment of your case and potential money damages. The call is confidential, there's no cost, and you may be eligible. Juries have awarded millions of dollars to Pradaxa victims, and thousands of Xarelto victims are filing their legal cases. Call the Drug Watch hotline if you or a loved one used Xarelto or Pradaxa and experienced uncontrollable bleeding, brain hemorrhage, or even death. You must call now.
Call 800-793-6055. 800-793-6055.
Growing up, my mom was afraid of the water, something she did not want me to feel.
So I enrolled Missy in swim lessons.
It changed my life.
Missy Franklin.
And now you can do the same for someone that you love.
There's nothing more precious than your child's well-being.
So act now, before it's too late.
Make us swim! I'm glad I did.
Thanks, Mom. Visit usaswimmingfoundation.org to find, get, or give a swim lesson.
All right, crew, let's get started. All right.
Don't ignore the law. You must call 811 at least 2 to 3 days before any digging project so you can avoid hitting our essential buried utilities. For digging projects big or small, make the call to 811.
Our nation's servicemen and women show great courage and leadership both on and off the battlefield. When they transition to civilian life, they can apply the skills and values they learned in the military to the workplace. That's why the Coalition to Salute America's Heroes is urging employers everywhere to be smart, bet on a vet. Hiring a veteran is also a great way to show your appreciation for them. To learn more, call 1-888-44-SALUTE.
We're still in hurricane season. Storms can pop up at a moment's notice. Sometimes it's just rain. Sometimes it's much worse. When severe weather strikes, trust ABC 7 First Alert Weather. We're here for you. Now, sports.
Tampa Bay Lightning entered Saturday on another win streak, their third of 4 or more games through less than 20 total games this season, hosting the Islanders in what could be their 6th straight win. Unfortunately, it was New York who looked like the 15-win team, scoring the first 4 goals in this one. That's the first one of the game from Andrew Ladd. Bolts finally breaking the ice with under 17 to go in the third period. Andre Palat's shot deflected, and Yanni Gourde right there to put it in. Then with under 4 to go, Palat just fires a prayer towards the net, and look who's there. Yanni Gourde again, making it a 4-3 game. Fortunately, it's too little too late for the Bolts tonight. They lose at home 5-3. Well, in tonight's ABC primetime game, the USC Trojans breaking out a primetime play and a first quarter punt. Eugene Harris fakes like he's about to catch the ball. The Bruins take the bait, and it's actually Michael Pittman Jr. who fields it on the opposite sideline, and it's a wide open 72-yard return touchdown for the Trojans. Sweet play right there. Well, Florida State getting a nice break today before their matchup with Florida next week. The Noles pounding on a 2-9 Delaware State team, scoring a school record tying 56 points in the first half of the game. They finished with 77 total against the Hornets. Next stop, Gainesville for a matchup with the Gators, who beat Alabama Birmingham 36-7 today. It'll be the first time since 1959 both teams meet with a losing record. A Bradenton team has made history tonight, becoming the first Florida high school to win multiple Sunshine State Athletic Conference titles. The St. Stephen's Falcons defending their 2016 football title, beating Windermere Prep 49-21 tonight in Orlando. The Falcons have now won 23 straight games, going back to last season, in which they scored an average of 44 points per game. The Dolphins will be dropping linebacker Ray Maluga, after he was arrested on a battery charge in Miami. The team announcing the move on Saturday ahead of their matchup with the Buccaneers, saying they'd be promoting running back Devion Smith from the practice squad to take Maluga's roster spot. The circumstances of that arrest are still unclear. Maluga had 23 tackles through 6 games this season for the Dolphins. More to come here on ABC 7. Stay with us.
Attention, Americans eligible for Medicare. Are you getting all the benefits you're entitled to? Did you know there may be money available to lower your medical prescription costs? Call Health Markets and we'll tell you if you qualify.
Hi, I'm Dr. Martin Jeetsi. It's a new Medicare year. That means more changes and more confusion. The key question is, what can you do now to ensure you get the care you need in the coming year?
Call Health Markets today. You may qualify to save money on prescriptions. We'll help you find plans that may cost less, cover more, and could even lower your prescription costs to increase your savings. We help you find all the benefits you're entitled to, and we do it at no cost.
Make sure you have what you need to get the care that's right for you.
Find out if you qualify to receive extra help with your prescriptions. Call the number on the screen now. Representatives are standing by.
Attention blood thinner users. If your loved one took Xarelto or Pradaxa and suffered serious internal bleeding, call right now. You may be entitled to financial compensation. The widely prescribed blood thinners Xarelto and Pradaxa have been linked to a number of dangerous side effects, including internal bleeding, gastrointestinal bleeding, kidney bleeding, stroke, brain hemorrhaging, and even death. If you or a loved one suffered any of these injuries after taking Xarelto or Pradaxa, call right now. You may be owed significant compensation from the manufacturer. Thousands of blood thinner users may have been exposed to serious risk by these dangerous medications. If you or a loved one took Xarelto or Pradaxa and suffered serious internal bleeding, call right now. Call Nightline Legal to speak with an experienced attorney for a free consultation. If we don't win, there is no fee. There are time deadlines to file a claim, so don't wait. Call right now.
Call 1-800-554-3987. Again, that's 1-800-554-3987.
If you're between 50 and 85 years old, call the number on your screen right now for free information on how to save your family thousands of dollars. We're Family Love Plans, and we've been helping families just like yours for over 30 years. The average funeral today can cost up to $10,000 or more, but the most you'll get from government benefits is just $255. How will your family pay the difference? At Family Love Plans, we can help you and your family. Our senior plans start as low as just $1 a day and pay up to $30,000 for a funeral and other final expenses. Peace of mind is easy. There's no medical exam and your plan can't be canceled. Better still, your rate will never go up and your benefits will never go down. Get your free information about our senior plans. Just answer a few simple questions and receive approval right over the phone.
Call 1-800-707-3608. That's 1-800-707-3608.
Download the all-new ABC 7 First Alert Weather app now. The Florida Lottery winning numbers are sponsored by Frontier Fios.
Well, as the Space Needle moves into the future, we're getting a look at its past. A time capsule buried inside the Space Needle on its 20th anniversary was opened this morning. Inside were various letters, photographs, a 1982 menu, and various trinkets. Workers originally intended to open that capsule back in 2002, but it was just rediscovered during the current remodel. The discovery leading to the popular question online, if you had one thing to put in a time capsule, what would you pick?
Well, I told you I would probably put in my cell phone and I'd add a battery.
That's a good choice.
Fully charged battery. That's what I would do.
And
Wouldn't
leave your number and contacts in
to
it?
see,
if it still works?
Sure, why not?
I'd put the jersey of the current Cleveland Browns starting quarterback, just so we had some sort of mark of who the heck is starting for him in 20 years. All right, maybe it's the same person. I don't know. All all right, in a perfect world. But yeah, it's just a revolving door. I don't know, just maybe.
But it's kind of fun
humorous.
to think about, isn't it? I think it's a great idea to think about what you would do.
I agree. Yeah, it's actually very challenging too. Give it a try at home, and then get back to us with your answers tomorrow. We'll see you then.